Hello and welcome to KMTV's Review of the Week. I'm Andy Richards. It's been yet another busy week in the KMTV newsrooms with stories from all corners of the county. On Monday, shocking footage emerged from a Kent photographer who witnessed the tragic Shoreham Airshow crash. Joanne Earl has more.
An airshow that I never imagined I'd ever see. Why? Because the last thing I ever expected was every airshow spectator's nightmare.
Ray Davison is still in shock after his passion turned into a nightmare on Saturday. The aircraft enthusiast was at the Shoreham Airshow. He was taking pictures and videos of a hawker hunter before this devastating moment. The plane crashed into the busy A27, killing at least 11 people. Many others are expected to have lost their lives too. The jet was being flown by Andy Hill, an experienced RAF pilot. He's still in hospital in a critical condition. Mr. Davison says it will take him a long time to recover from the tragedy.
You've got to have been there to be able to feel, and I can't express now how I felt at the time. It was just sheer shock, surprise, emotion for just filled everybody. Because prior to this, she'd been doing some beautiful display work. The pilot was superb, and I seriously and honestly believe that had that pilot ejected like he could have done, despite where the aircraft was at the time, I wouldn't be sitting here on this video now. I'd be a pile of ash with a few hundred other people.
On Friday, a Thanet teenager appeared in court after being accused of trolling the mother of murder victim Jamie Bolger on Twitter. The 2-year-old was tortured and killed by 2 children in Liverpool in 1993, but now Chloe Rebecca Cohen from Chichester Road in Ramsgate has been charged with causing alarm and distress to his mother by posting messages on social media. It's believed the case involves a count set up in the name of one of Jamie's killers, John Venables. It was on Tuesday that a lorry carrying liquid nitrogen was involved in a collision with 5 houses and a number of parked cars. Jem Collins was at the scene.
Smoke was still billowing out of the crash site here on Marlborough Road in Gillingham this afternoon as police started preparing to recover the vehicles involved.
The collision happened just after 9 a.m. this morning, involving a tanker carrying liquid nitrogen, a number of parked cars and damage to 5 terrace homes along this road, which has remained shut for most of the day.
The driver of the nitrogen lorry had to be cut free by emergency services and was taken to Medway Maritime Hospital just down the road. Experts were also called to expel the gas and make sure there was no risk of an explosion, while crowds gathered to check if family and friends were okay. The driver of the Volkswagen suffered minor injuries, but miraculously no one was walking down the street at the time.
2 minutes before we was there would be no survival. There's no way we could survive that. We could have literally walked here to see my friend who lives, what, 15 doors away, and that would have been us.
It was like a massive bang as it hit the wall, and then sort of the railings being sheared off and sort of all that metal, you know, being compacted together, really.
It's unbelievable. Never seen nothing like it in my life, never. There's cars on the side, they've got houses written off now, there's doors, windows. I've never seen nothing. I can't believe no one's been hurt.
This is Jem Collins in Gillingham for KMTV.
And finally, it was on Thursday that rap star Tinie Tempah showed up in Folkestone to surprise some teenage volunteers. Aidan Gregory has more.
Not many people would ever expect to see a double Brit winner walking into their local youth group. But the lucky teens at the Folkestone Youth Project were given a big surprise when the musician Tinie Tempah walked through their door. The artist was visiting the town, offering help and advice to young people involved in the National Citizen Scheme programme run at the centre. Speaking to KMTV, he said he wished there were more projects like the shed when he was growing up.
We had a thing called the Simba project, which was like really good for us at the time, but it didn't last very long. You know, by the time I got to the age where I was really allowed to go without my parents being too concerned, it was closed down. So I'm really happy to see projects like this going on, and I guess that's why the NCS is so good as well.
If more people spend their time at the shed, it is hoped it will keep their tempers tiny too. This is Aidan Gregory for KMTV.
What a treat for the children there. Well, that's all from us this week. We'll be back again after the bank holiday on Tuesday with all of the biggest stories from across your county. In the meantime, do make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and you'll keep up to date by reading kentonline.co.uk and listening to KMFM. Have a great weekend. Good night.